Why, hello there. Why, hello there, people of YouTube, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Tomb Raider 4, The Lost Revelation. It's Jamie Clough Gaming here, and, and this is part 7. And, this is level 7. It's called the Temple of Karnak. And we don't need the Jeep anymore, thankfully, but she's crashed it. Destroyed it and everything. But yes, I did enjoy the Jeep levels, and if anything, the Jeep's slightly underutilized, but we do get more vehicles with the game. We get a motorbike with the Cairo section. And I really do like the bike as well. But there we go. Now we're back to more exploration-based levels. Karnak is a different kettle of fish, really, to the levels we've just done, because, well, the first time in the game, we actually go back and forth between levels. Oh, that's a beautiful view there, the palm trees. I didn't even notice there was palm trees in Karnak. But yeah, this looks nice even on the PS1. So just look at this. Look at the sky. Look at the clouds. It's fantastic. But there's a lot of farming around. Initially, just taking some photographs of the area and stuff like that. But yeah, all of these levels you need to go through at least twice to get what you need in order to progress. So if you miss the secrets first time, there's an opportunity to go back and get the secrets for a second time round, and I like that. But since I kind of know what the secrets are, I don't. But there's also, if you've already got the secrets, and then you go back in the level, you can actually get them again. I don't know how many times you can do that. There's a few glitches like that in this game. I don't know how it affects the final secrets. It probably means you get more than 70 if you go for them all, which is pretty cool. I don't know how many extra I'll end up with. But I went through 60 out of 59. But that was just because it was an extra secret. And you couldn't really collect the secrets twice in a way, because Tomb Raider 3 had no backtracking like that. So, yeah. And, Karnak. I don't know how it ranks, really. Because it's a little bit, it's a little bit lacking in some areas compared to Valley of the Kings, and there are stronger areas in this game, such as Alexandria. I'd even say Cairo as well, even though Cairo's dark. But well, it's just racist, man. It's just racist. But no, it's dark because it's at night. You know. So, yeah, it would be funny. And the Karnak, this is just a secret. This big room here is optional. The scorpions in this level are different to the ones in the Tomb of Seth, because the ones in this level you'll notice are slightly bigger, and they're also black instead of red. And they can also poison Lara. So the ones in Tomb of Seth could not poison you, these ones can. And that's good. I think that's a nice touch. The ones the first time couldn't poison you, these ones can. They're different species. And I do like... The fact is, if you didn't go in this area, you don't need to assume. You wouldn't know there's scorpions down here. Not as big as a miss of Tomb Raider 2, of course, right? In Final Fantasy 6 you would know there's 2 T-Rexes. The only dinosaurs in the game. Come after you. Well, that's pretty funny. Oh my god. You know that last person that tried to gold secret. Died because there's skeletons down there. Oh my god. I like the deal on the stage there, I think it's really good. And there are some pots that can't be broken, I don't think those ones can be. So they're probably nothing other than. And yes, I do believe most of the secrets when you come back the second time, you actually get the secret noise again. That is a bit of a cheat. It's a bit of a cheat. I don't know what difference it'll make for our results. Some of the secrets I have gone back and gotten another time, some of them I haven't. So yeah, I shouldn't have revealed that. I didn't say that. I take it back. I do think this is pretty nice looking. It's just that these also. I do know they take quite a lot to kick in. There isn't that many enemies. There is when you reach a certain point. Von Croy sends his men over, so it just got more challenging then. Until then, it's pretty chill, this Karnak, with not a lot going on. There's still plenty to do and collect, of course, as usual. And at least it's a very bright area. You can see what you're doing, even at the PS1 version. So you can save flares, because you're going to need the flares for later on. Oh! And of course, if all else fails, cheat from unlimited flares, and then you'll never run out. But we're not going to do that. Oh, we Lara. Well, guys, because that's not what I do. Unless I have. If I can't beat the game playing fairly enough, try my best. Then I'll cheat. Well, that shouldn't be the case of Tomb Raider 4 because of the save system allowing you to save wherever you want. It's on the PS1 version. And of the generous pleasant. I'm quite good at Tomb Raider now. You know. The one I struggle with is always Tomb Raider 3 because just of the hard levels and that help there. They sort of mangle your brain into bits and tear it apart and throw it across the room because they're so convoluted. But that's not to say, however, that Tomb Raider 4 lacks hard levels because although they're not as difficult as Tomb Raider 3, they do require challenging. For example, the Master Pass. When you first come across that level, you're confused as all hell. This area looks the same, but with Tomb Raider 4, the challenge is in a different way, really. It's more puzzle based, really. Rather than having, like, humongous levels going forever. There are vast levels, which seem like they're bigger than they are, but all in all, the levels are visually most of them I don't take too long, which is good because that means you won't see me getting stuck that often, and that means the footage will flow better and there'll be less to edit out. Of course, there'll still be stuff to edit out because there's still sections where I leave it standing there for about 10 minutes doing nothing. So that's probably when I got the toilet. Or I've got the kitchen. It's something ace. And I'll leave it recording, she's just doing nothing, so I have to cut that out. Because it'll look absolutely stupid to leave it in. And yes. So what do I make with Temple Karnak? It's a solid level. And But it's an interesting level because obviously you have to go back for a second visit to unlock the rest of the level. So, yeah, that's pretty interesting. I'd say it's a very bright level, you can see what's going on, and I think graphically it still holds up to date. It's very decent graphics, and there's enough variation. It's not a long level by any stretch, because I think the combined effort in this area took a little over half an hour in total, but you could probably get shorter than that if you're quicker than me, and you feel like really good. But it's a nice open spacious level, and it's very clear and very obvious what you have to do most of the time. But that's not to say that there's not challenging parts, because there's a challenging underwater part with the lost secrets in, which you don't have to go down, it's optional. But if you want the secrets, then there is a few. There's a good 2 or 3 secrets down there, and this is it. And I used to find that this spot really difficult. I don't find it as difficult these days, but when I was a kid, so I got the underwater sections. These were very difficult. Probably. Probably, I mean, yeah, well, probably because my eyesight wasn't very good because of my glasses, but there you go. My eyesight stabilised, I got better glasses. These glasses are pretty much the perfect fit for the way my eyes are now. Although, they might not be, you never know. So, well, they are, and I didn't want to wait for another. Right, I've sort of got the saves out. I think I've got to save. Saving in this game takes almost as long as loading, and then if you notice, when you go on the Uzi, it'll show 1 gun, but when you take them out, you got 2. Now, on the pistols, it shows 2, so I'm not quite sure it can do that with the Uzis. But yeah, it makes you think you got 1 Uzi, but you got 2, so. Why did they do that? I'm not quite sure. Would they do that in Kronos as well? So, probably it was just easier to do it that way. And you say this, I've got 26 secrets so far, and you have. This is an area where you have to manually open the door underwater. Now, it can be quite tricky to get out of the position to do this. I think this is what I used to struggle with first. And behind some of them, there's an invisible force, and there's a bug. That was the ones in Paris bosses. They occasionally have an invisible wall behind them, which is impossible to go past. There's a secret, you see. Now, you could easily miss this secret because you can easily miss the water area. But, of course, you'd see the water area and you think, oh, what's down there? Nothing special, just. Is it 2 secrets or is it? Yeah, I think it's only 2 secrets. But if you come back in this area for the second time, you can get these again. Obviously, the items will be there. Fantastic. Oh, but it's obviously just something our core design forgot to patch out. The ability to recollect the same secret over and over again. And technically, probably, if you go back out the level and come back in, you can probably collect them over and over again. I don't know, I mean, you could probably collect 70. I wouldn't recommend doing that though. So you could bug the game off to fuck. I mean, there's almost so much piss taking you can get away with, isn't there? So, but yeah, just no idea. So yeah, and that means we've got 2 secrets in there. So that means we've got 3 secrets. I think there's... Oh dear. Everything's just gone black. No! No! No. Everything's just... Oh! Oh! I've not this bug for a while. The screen's gone black. Everything's just gone black. Fuck. Sounds on. Yeah. I'm not sure why this happens. Everything just shuts off, and for fuck's sake. I upload my YouTube videos, well I should know better really than to start one of these on the YouTube video. But I didn't. But no, I just got to start a new one. Right, oh, we'll see how it goes. I'll put a new recording on. I was at least able to salvage some of the last recording. There's miracle of miracles. Not the task manager, the shotgun maker down. It stopped going black. So that was able to call him. My commentary at least so it wasn't quite as bad as it was last time. And now I've got a picture up and it's working. So what the issue is probably something to do with the movie maker. I don't know what the exact issue is. It's probably got nothing to do with the video footage itself. And I just started telling you briefly what I've heard at this level. As far as I'm aware, there is no reason to go around. It's worth exploring the nooks and crannies in the area. We'll find extra items, we'll find extra enemies, probably. A lot of people might not bother with this on their first jaunt. But it's nice to collect flares in this level because it's a nice bright level, you won't need to use them. So you'll just be collecting them for later on. Trust me, you're going to use... You've got to use... For fuck's sake, you're going to need to use them later on. Because you're going to need them. So, I believe the last time I played 2.1 I didn't save the flares enough. Another secret. Yeah. Yeah, there's 4 secrets in this level, I believe. This is the 4th one. In some of these levels there isn't any secrets. In Sacred Lake, I believe there isn't any secrets at all, for example. So, yeah, that's interesting. And that's interesting because part of this level, you go back and forward, and each level has to be done twice, so to speak. So, there's a lot of scorpions in this area. And it's better to kill these ones because they poison you. But if they poison you, Lara goes funny. Just poison. I don't know if I've demonstrated that yet in this playthrough. I may or may not have done. But the depressing thing for me is the upload video was nice. I woke up this morning. It hadn't uploaded properly. I think the laptop had reset itself. For some stupid fucking reason. And that meant I'd lost, like, the upload, so I had to re-upload it today. So I'm uploading whilst I'm commentating. It's not the best idea I've ever had, because the laptop would be spazzing out to fuck. But never mind. I'm not too bothered about that. Ooh, I didn't like that very much. She's. Oh my god. There's loads of scorpions. Is there any need to have that many? Probably not. There's probably a few too many scorpions. It becomes a little bit irritating. A little bit irritating. But, especially when you can hear them going. Not as irritating as the bats that they have in this game. Sure. To my mind, they're the most irritating enemy in this game. Yet to encounter bats, but we will encounter them very soon. Right. Looks like we're getting somewhere, eh? Yeah. And, yes. Right. Oh dear. Right. So we've got all. The problem is we need two of these, we only got one. And we don't have that one, you see. The problem is that, yes, you probably could just keep the other one without, using the other one. But you can't, because you need one of those doors to open the area of the next level, so it won't let you leave the level. Therefore, it won't let you progress. So you've got to put that one in straight away. And you can't go on this water yet. You just get, there's a current, you just get dragged down. Back to the start. There's the water effects in this game. Gorgeous. Fantastic. Years ahead of the time. Right, that's all we can do here for now. However, we shall be returning in a few levels' time for our second visit to Temple Karnak. And let's just say we will get the potential out of this area eventually. With these levels being quite short, because you go back and forth. I think I just saw a large map up there, if I'm not mistaken, or I missed it. Oh well, I didn't spot it at the time. There's flares at least. And yeah, well, like all the objects in this game is that full 3D models. You can see it's like they're full 3D. It's very impressive. And it means that when you see an object on the floor, it's very clear. And it should be in a well-lit area, obvious, where the items are. Yeah. Yeah, so when you come back in this area for a second time, Bon Croix dispatch his men, you have loads of men to fight. Which is good. Ninjas, they're not real ninjas, they're just because real ninjas have martial arts skills. These guys don't do that, they have swords and guns. So. Then you get a different type of ninja that can dodge your bullets. But then you turn around and put his weapon and then you can shoot him again. Because you confuse them. So, yeah. So these levels, Temple of Karnak, Great Apostle Hall, Sacred Lake, they're all quite short, and they're all interconnected, as I say. That's good. It's the first time really in Timber history that you go back to Prison. It's not exactly the first time. You know, there's some levels in Timber 1 and 2 that overlap, but you're not necessarily going back to the previous area. You've just got some of the there's 11 in Timber 2 there. You can go back in the previous area, but it's not exactly the previous area. There are differences to it. Technically, it's not part of the previous level, even though clearly it is. Whereas this, you actually do go back and forth between levels, and Karnak's to level 7 to interest us. You go back and forth between levels in the Alexandria section as well, as you do in Cairo and Giza. So, with all the other kings, it's the only one where you don't go back and forth between levels. Incredible. Of course, not all of the levels you go back and forth between. So, some of them are just one time only. And this feature was kept on favorite, that was, of course. Oh, that's the end of the level.